Gene Wilder could easily be regarded as one of the most beloved actors of all time. He started strong right off the bat in 1967's Bonnie and Clyde, where he had a supporting role. But surely his most famous performances are those in Mel Brooks' comedy classics like The Producers, Blazing Saddles, and also Young Frankenstein. And of course, he always brought a kind of hilarious intensity to the roles that he was in. And he also did a lot of work as a writer and director. But did you know that Gene Wilder was a stage name? He came from humble beginnings, the grandson of a street peddler who made a name for himself as a successful merchandiser. What was Gene Wilder's real name, and where did his family come from? That's what we'll be exploring today on Genealogy is Fun. Jerome Silberman was born 11 June 1933 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, son of William Silberman and Jeannie Baer. While studying acting, he decided to go under the moniker Gene Wilder, and his career thereafter took off. He started with off-Broadway shows and actually ended up with a part in the original One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, starring alongside Kirk Douglas. We mostly know Gene Wilder for his wit and humor, but where did that humor come from? Could his father and his grandfather have run a certain type of business that lent itself to a good sense of humor? William Silberman and his brothers were wholesalers of novelty items. You know, fireworks, toys, all the fun stuff. It was a family business that the father, Henry, started soon after coming to America. He essentially hustled on the street and built a successful operation from the ground up. According to a 1929 news article, one time a whole batch of fireworks exploded in the location where they ran their business, causing $40,000 worth of damage. So, where did the Silbermans come from? Well, luckily, I was able to find their 1911 ship manifest. Chaim Hirsch, who is Henry, came with his wife Sora Rivka Waldman and 5 children. Ephraim, who later went by the name Frank, Asher, who went by the name Harry, Zlata Gittel, who went by Gertrude, Yitzchak Kalman, who went by Irving, and of course Gene Wilder's father, William, sailing under his Yiddish name, Yankel Wolf. The town they were from was Stepan, in the province of Volyn in Ukraine. And it seems that Henry's branch of the family wasn't the only one to emigrate. He had a brother Joseph who also came to Milwaukee and went under the last name Silverman. And it was through finding the tombstones of those brothers that I was able to discover the name of Gene Wilder's great-grandfather on his paternal line. It was Moshe Avraham Silberman. As for tracing the line further back, the jury still seems to be a little bit out on this. The Ukraine Special Interest Group of Jewish Gen seems to have been sitting on some records from Stepan, but they haven't translated them, and everyone that I tried to contact was pretty much unaware of the status of those records. So the records, there are some records, mostly death records, that definitely exist for that town. And I'm confident that at some point in the future, we can probably take this line back at least another generation. But for now, they're a little bit missing in action. But for now, we have the answer as to where his patrilineal line hails from. The Silberman family, novelty sellers from Stepan, Ukraine. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.